I absolutely love keyboard shortcuts in Gmail. And if you're a power user of Gmail or you want to be a power user, you should get to know these keyboard shortcuts. They really make moving through your mailbox a lot quicker, and they save you the extra strain of having to move your mouse all around. I think that can cause carpal tunnel syndrome. So keyboard shortcuts are actually better for your health. Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is just some keyboard shortcuts for navigating your mailbox. In another video, we'll look at keyboard shortcuts for navigating through conversations. The first thing you want to do is make sure your keyboard shortcuts are enabled. So I'll go to Mail Settings, and then my keyboard shortcuts are on. Great. If they're off, you'll want to turn them on and then click Save at the bottom of this screen. Clicking the Learn More will open up the Google Gmail help page with the keyboard shortcut. So this is great. You might want to print this out and keep it by your desk. Google used to have these great keyboard stickers where you could put the stickers on your keyboard and the stickers told you the different keyboard shortcuts, but they discontinued those. I'm hoping they'll come out with those again soon. I have them on my MacBook and they're a great conversation starter. Okay, I'll go ahead and close this tab. Another way to quickly see the shortcuts is to press question mark. So if I hit the question mark key, so that would be shift /, I see my keyboard shortcuts. Now, I don't expect you to memorize all of these keyboard shortcuts, maybe just learn 2 or 3 new ones a week. I'm going to show you the keyboard shortcuts I use the most often. So the letter C, if you press the letter C, it takes you to the Compose Mail screen. So that's a handy one to know. That's C for Compose Mail. I do a lot of searching my mailbox to find my messages. Instead of clicking in the search box, I just press the / and that automatically takes my cursor to the search box. One thing you should know about that, if you're in a form field, so if I was in a field here where I'm writing an email and then I press the /, well, it's just going to type the /. So you can't be in an email or a conversation field to use that keyboard shortcut. When I'm reading a message and I want to archive that message, I just press the letter Y and the message is archived. If you're not sure what the keyboard shortcut did, you can take a look at this yellow butter bar, they call it, and it tells you the last action that you've just taken. So this confirms I've just archived the message. I'm going to archive another message now, so I'll open the message. I'm going to press Y to archive. Now I want to undo that archive, so I'm going to press the letter Z, and that will undo my last action. So undo is only available when you see an undo link. So I'll show you that again. I press Y to archive. There's an undo link. Instead of clicking on the undo link, I'll just press the Z, and that will undo my last action. Okay, how about deleting messages? So if you've got a message open or you just have the message selected and you want to delete that message, press the pound key. So that would be shift 3 and my message has been moved to the trash. To star a selected message, when the message is open or selected, just press the letter S and a star appears. You can press S again and the star disappears. I'm going to do some flashing stars here just by pressing the letter S. We're going to be talking about priority inbox in this course, and one of the things you can do with priority inbox is mark messages as important or unimportant. We'll be looking at that feature later in this course, but I just want to show you the keyboard shortcuts that correspond with these buttons. Mark as important, mark as not important. So I'm going to show you the keyboard shortcuts that correspond with these buttons. So if you want to mark a message as important, press the plus key. So I've just marked the message as important. This label appears. If I want to mark it as unimportant, press the minus key. So it is now not important. So if you use priority mailbox, those are some keyboard shortcuts you should be aware of. Let's talk about keyboard shortcuts for responding to messages or replying to all. So I've got this message open and there's several recipients here. So Jeff sent this message to Chris, Abraham, and me. I can reply just to Jeff by pressing the letter R. So that would just reply to Jeff. Or I can press A to reply to all. And you probably guessed what F does. If you are in a message and you press the letter F, it will forward your messages. Okay, let's talk a little bit about labeling messages now. So if you're someone who really takes advantage of labels and wants to use your keyboard shortcuts to label a message, well, when you've got a message open, press the letter L, and then your labels will appear, and then I can go ahead and just select the label. Now, if I want to label a message and archive it, that would be the Move To menu. I just press the letter V. So V will take me to the Move To menu. And then I can archive this and give it that label. So I just archived the message and gave it the Photos Meeting label. If you need to get somewhere in your email, you can do that usually starting with the letter G. So this is called a combo key. So if I want to go to my All Mail, I'll press G and then A. And that will take me to my All Mail. I'll go back to my inbox. Let's say now I want to go to my starred messages. I'll press G and then S, and that takes me to my starred messages. So those are some common keyboard shortcuts for moving through your mailbox. The ones that I recommend you start with are C for compose mail, R to respond to one person in a message, A to respond to everyone, F to forward a message, Y to archive a selected message, and pound to delete a message. It will really save you a lot of time and arm strain.